Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. So, up on the screen right now, I've got the Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo, otherwise known as Page 2. This will be coming up in January of 2025. Ron, who's in charge of the con, reached out to me and said, hey, listen, I got a deal for your viewers. $10 off. $10 off coupon. Now, I don't know if that only applies to gold badges, but gold badges are going fast. That's for the full, 3.5 days. Con starts on Thursday evening, runs through Sunday. Weekend badges are Friday through Sunday. You get a little bit extra with the gold badges. I got the link in the bottom of the screen here. It's tankcars-tavern.game/page 2. It's January 16th through the 19th, and of course, use code Tenkars Tavern. So, but I am a little peek behind the screen. I'm a special guest. There are a large number of special guests. And one of the things that's being tossed around, it might become more than one thing, is to do a seminar on how to start a YouTube channel or a live stream channel on Twitch. And we've got a lot of creators that are going to be special guests that do YouTube. Just a few names. This isn't all inclusive, but just a few names. Ben Minton, Questing Beast. Mike Shea, Professor DM, who that reminds me, I got to set up the trip to the complete for the late spring, early summer with Professor DM, Joe Block, Joe the Lawyer, and a few others. Always a good time. Lord Gosumba, Stephen Glicker from Roll for Combat. Bob World Builder. I know he's more 5e, but he's got some interesting stuff. Justin Alexander, and I said others. So we've been doing this email thread going back and forth. And one of the things that came up was, well, maybe we could do a panel on how to. It was half joking, how to start a video following a YouTube channel by starting a website, or in my case, doing a blog, right? And it got me thinking that I could talk. Listen, everybody gives advice based upon their own experiences. What worked for them. You can't give advice on, in my opinion, hypotheticals. I can tell you what worked for me. And when I started my Anchor podcast, which has morphed over the years to the video live stream that you're watching on YouTube. Well, it's not live right now, but the video channel you're watching on YouTube. I'd already established myself as an old school blogger. I had built a community using MeWe and Facebook and Discord. So when I started my own podcast, I already had a built-in community. Now, am I saying that you just can't start a YouTube channel? Sure you can. But you got to understand that when you've already established a community, and I'm thinking in these terms, it's easier to transition them to a new media once you've already got them. Now, is it easy to build a following? Probably not. But there are things that you can do to give yourself a bit of a head start. Back in the day, for me and others, that meant commenting on other people's blogs, but blogging is much less, and the activity on blogging, so this is a little dated, and participating in forums, right? And when I say participate in forums, don't just thumbs up stuff. Comment. Add to the conversation. When I say add to the conversation, I don't just mean, oh, good point. No, add to the conversation. Yeah, I like what you said. However, this is how I do it. Or in my experience, you add to the conversation. Now, most of those conversations are no longer happening on forums. Where are they happening? They are happening on Facebook. They are happening on Discord. Now, both of those have a certain advantage, right? Facebook, worry less about your own personal feed. And I'm going to tell you my advice is leave your politics out of it. We all have political views. We all have thoughts about events that go on in the larger world. But if I think that unless you want to polarize people, leave it out. But join groups, join Discords, but join Facebook groups and Discords that share your interest. If you want to talk about old school gaming, join groups that are about old school gaming. Join Discords that are about old school gaming or Shadow Dark or whatever it is that you think that you want to talk about. Whatever you think you want your YouTube or your podcast to be about. Because it's hard to necessarily build your own following on Facebook. But if you are adding to the conversation, if your thoughts and observations are interesting, your name will start to get recognized in these groups. You don't want to be net recognized for being the asshole. All right. I'm not saying look for arguments. That's not what I'm saying. But look to engage. So therefore, when you start saying, "Hey, I got a new podcast coming up," or "I got," people are going to go, "Oh, well, hey, I like the way Joe Jingles uh, talks about Shadow Dark. I like their thoughts. Maybe I'll enjoy their channel." So that's one thing. Okay, I would say get yourself known because you just start making videos, you're going to be literally pissing in the wind. I don't think that it's hard to build a channel on its own. Once it starts getting built, you can certainly gain momentum. Another way, have somebody else talk about you and your channel on their video. I mean, my biggest boost of subscribers was when Professor DM talked about this channel when I was talking about uh, numbers of players of the VTTs on Fantasy Grounds, on Roll20. I did a very good breakdown. Numbers is a specialty of mine because I did CompStat. I did statistics for the NYPD for a while. So get known for what you're doing. I didn't ask the professor, "Hey, talk about me." It just happened naturally. That's organic. But that literally got me hundreds of subscribers in a couple of days. It was beautiful. Something like events like the OGL can certainly build traffic and they'll build subscribers. You can't bank on those. You can't. Do not, and I can't stress this enough, do not use those services that allow you to purchase subscribers. They are out there. They are detrimental to your channel. You may certainly see an increase in subscribers. You're not going to see an increase in traffic. You're not going to see an increase in views. Why? Because 99.9% of the subscribers that you gain are not from the US, Canada, the UK, Australia, Western Europe, Brazil. They're from mostly, did an experiment. I put $1 in it because I wanted to see. They're from Southeast Asia. And what's going to happen when you get these subscribers from Southeast Asia that don't engage in your channel, don't watch? Well, the algorithm knows that you have dead weight on your channel. The algorithm will know that you are essentially fluffing your numbers, and I suspect it's going to throttle you. Don't do it. Talk about stuff that you enjoy. Don't just say, like, "Oh, I got this great idea. I'm going to talk about beer because beer is popular. It's going to drive advertising. Maybe I'll get free beer." Talk about what you're passionate about. People will see your passion. People will understand it. Be yourself. All right. Don't put on an affected voice. I tried that at my podcast for the first episode. I didn't like it, but I thought I needed to talk in a certain way to be. If you're a New Yorker, talk like a New Yorker. I mean, that's, hey, get off my stoop. Hey, what the hell do you just, be yourself. Get a rhythm. For some, when I say get a rhythm, your viewers, your whatever it is, whether it's a blog, a website, whether it's a Substack, whether it's a video or a podcast, get a rhythm. Okay, my rhythm is daily videos, whether it's pre-recorded like this or whether it's a live stream. That's my rhythm. People expect content on a daily basis. If they don't get it, I get emails and I get PMs, and it happened once. And I went, oh shit, I missed it. Get a rhythm. For me, daily works. If I don't do daily, I lose track of the day. Daily works for me. It might not work for you. Maybe you want to put something up on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Maybe you want to be every Saturday. I don't even do research as to what days are best. Makes no difference. It's what day is best for you. But have your listeners, have your fans, have your community, and that's another thing I talk about. But have them expect something on a basis that they can predict. Because when they can predict it, they'll come back. Okay. Community. Respect the people that watch your videos, that read your posts, that participate on your social media. Respect them. That's your community. You do what you do because of them. Respect them. Don't take them for granted. Respect them. Are you going to please 100% of your audience 100% of the time? No. And you're going to do some videos that do great traffic and you have no idea why. And then you're going to do some videos that you expected to do great traffic and do shit. If you're doing this for the money, or if the income is part of your reasoning for why you're doing this, yes, try to dig down and try to figure out what's going on with that. Me, I talk about what I want to talk about, and I figure the audience will find it. My live streams do less traffic than my pre-recorded videos. That's a general rule. But I enjoy doing the live streams. And my community, the people that really come back on a daily basis, love the live stream. So I would never stop doing them. If I was doing it for the money, I'd be going, oh, well, the effort it takes to do a live stream for the return probably isn't. That's not part of my math. It may be part of your math. Again, personally, this is just my observation. Don't expect to make much money off this. If money is your motivation, realize, yes, you can make money off this. My average on most months on the videos is, I don't know, $2 to $3 a day, $60 to $90 a month. There are people that do much more than that. I do. I'm just talking about video ads. The AdSense from YouTube. We do have affiliate links. I don't do sponsorships as a rule because that change in the future, certainly. But I feel that I have a very loyal and active community because I respect them and I consider this a service to them. So, and that's when you get things like deals on Page. Ron reached out to me and I was like flattered that I got a discount code for people in my community at Tenkar's Tavern. So it is $125 for the gold badge. I just literally got a gold badge for each before I did the video, and the code works. So 2 thumbs up to Ron. And I'm looking forward to whatever panel or panels we wind up doing on how to get involved in creating this is content, right? How are you going to get involved in putting up videos or live streams or even blogs? How do you build an audience? I would say authenticity is one of the building blocks. But I want to hear what you all think. Let me know in your comments below. Let me know your thoughts. What would you want to hear at a seminar? By the way, we're going to be doing a seminar um, at North Texas. I believe the stewards are going to be the ones hosting it, but we're going to be talking about podcasting and YouTube channels. And I want to know the questions that you all are thinking about and you all want answered. Because I'm sure I didn't answer half the questions that are going out there, if that. So let me know. Let us know. All right. Again, Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo. It is next January the 16th through the 19th. Use code Tenkar's Tavern to save $10. And the link is at the bottom of the screen, tenkars-tavern.games/page2. I will put this as a pinned comment because it's why not? All right. And huge thanks to Paige and Ron, and huge thanks to my community, my viewers, my watchers, my listeners, my readers. Thank you. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll this dice, roll them well. There's a Discord hangout tonight, 9 p.m. on the Tenkar Tavern Discord. Live stream tomorrow at 8 Eastern Time. And another live stream with my wife, Rach, for Gamers Health, Saturday at 8. All right, folks. On that note, I'm out of here. Be good.